Hey guys, this video is about deer hunting tips and facts. Our first topic is rubs. The bucks of all ages do it during the rut as like a scent marker or just marking, and really you can't tell how old they are by what kind of like size or anything like that is, so don't even go and think of that, because all bucks make it, doesn't matter how big they are, whatever. But it pretty much just tells you that they've been in the area and they're around. And a big group, like a large group of trees that have rubs on them, can actually signal like a feeding area. Like if there is close to a food plot, or if you've put out like a food pile or something like that, then they might start rubbing around there. Topic number 2 is shot placement. And probably the best shot placement you can ever get on a deer is broadside. And that's when they are facing just like this, and their bodies are facing you. Like the side of the body is facing you. And that's probably the best like shot you can get on their vitals and everything. This is a perfect shot for gun hunters and bow hunters. And the next shot is the head and neck shot. Now this is probably not a very good idea for a bow hunter, and because the brain is not very big and is also guarded very heavily by thick skull, and the neck, the only artery, there's only one artery in the neck that's worth any size, and it's only about as thick around as your bowstring. So it's not a very good idea to take that shot with a gun. Now with a gun, if you're going to take that shot with a gun, you need to speak up. You need to be very good with your gun, very precise and accurate. The next one is your quartering away from your shot, which is when a deer is like this. And this shot, you have to be kind of weary of it, because you do have a little bit of a margin for error in that. You have to look at the legs though. If you're looking at a deer and here's its 2 front legs and it's going to be turned like this, here's its 2 back legs, and and then, so what you want to do is take your bow and you see the leg, the front leg, on the other side of the deer. You aim right there, and you aim at in the vitals right where that leg is, go up and shoot, and that'll give you a really good shot. That's an okay shot for a bow hunter. That's a good shot for a gun hunter. And so if you have a chance to shoot a deer with that, do it, but be weary of how much they're quartering away from you. Next one is the quartering towards you shot, which is basically the opposite of the quartering away from you shot. And that is also the same concept. You shoot where the other leg is, where the other, yeah, you know. It's basically the same concept, like I said. It's be wary of how far they're quartering towards you. This is a fairly good shot for a bow hunter or a gun hunter. The next shot would be the straight away shot, or the rear end shot, or as Ariel likes to call it, the Texas heart shot. This is not a good shot. Do not take it ever, whether you're gun hunting or bow hunting. This will ruin your meat. This could cause the deer to run a lot, and it's an awful, awful shot. Don't take it if you see that. Do not, just don't. The next shot is straight on, and that's when the deer is facing you. And this isn't a good shot for, this is a very bad shot for bow hunters. And because to get anywhere near the vitals, you would have to have the deer looking up, and then it would be looking at you, and it would see you pull back and then get spooked and run off. Well, for a gun hunter, this is also kind of the same with the neck and the head shot. You must be very precise if you're going to shoot deer from this angle. You gotta make sure you hit them, I guess. Those are all the shots that we have right now. So, I mean, if you're going to shoot a deer, be careful and be wary of how they're standing.
Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is field dressing your deer. Not how to field dress your deer, because if you're a deer hunter, you should already know this. And if you don't, ask a friend. Some of the things you shouldn't do. 1, do not cut or puncture the stomach. That is the worst smell you've ever smelled in your life. It is absolutely horrible. It's like, I don't even know, you just don't want to know. The next thing is, if you're wanting to mount your deer, only cut to the rib cage. Because if you cut past the rib cage, then your deer's just, it's gonna be really hard because they're gonna have to stitch it and it's gonna look really bad. If it's early season, of course everybody has a different early season. Ours is in September, so it's still hot. Don't worry about field dressing it. Just take it and get it as quickly as you can to a place where you can keep it cool. Because if you worry about field dressing it, it's going to take you a little while unless you have some special skill of field dressing really fast. And your deer's going to spoil and you're just going to have antlers. Of course, some people don't care about the meat, which is really stupid. Don't keep your deer clean because that's gonna really mess up your meat, because you just don't want junk in your meat. I mean, you'd be eating your food and all of a sudden, you know.